Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a true icon of the photography world, the Canon EOS 5D Classic. Whether you're a seasoned photographer who loves the history of DSLR cameras or someone just getting into the world of photography, this camera has a story you need to hear. The Canon 5D Classic, also known as the OG 5D, was a game changer when it first hit the market. We're talking full-frame goodness, revolutionary design, and a legacy that continues to inspire even today. So let's rewind the clock to 2005 and see why the 5D Classic still holds a special place in many photographers' hearts. Released in 2005, the Canon EOS 5D Classic changed the game by bringing a full-frame sensor to a consumer-level DSLR. Before the 5D, full-frame sensors were reserved for the elite, the high-end, expensive professional cameras that were often out of reach for most photographers. Canon shattered that barrier, giving everyday enthusiasts the chance to experience what a full-frame sensor could do. And that's no small feat. With its 12.8 megapixel CMOS sensor, the Canon 5D Classic was a powerhouse in its time. Sure, today we've got cameras pushing over 50 megapixels, but back then, this was huge. And you know what? Those 12.8 megapixels still hold up, especially when you consider the quality of the images this camera can produce. The colors are rich, the detail is crisp, and it captures that signature Canon look that so many photographers still adore. Now, one of the things that really stands out about the 5D Classic is how it feels in your hands. The body is rugged, solid, and just screams reliability. It has a magnesium alloy body, which makes it durable but not too heavy. It's not one of those plasticky cameras that you're scared to take out in the field. No, this thing was made to work, whether you're shooting in the studio or braving the elements outdoors. It doesn't have all the fancy features of modern cameras, no crazy autofocus system with 1,000 points, no touchscreens, and definitely no 4K video. But that's kind of the beauty of it, right? You're forced to focus on what really matters, the shot. Photography in its purest form. Manual settings, careful composition, waiting for that perfect moment. And that's what makes the Canon 5D Classic still relevant today. Even with all the advancements in camera technology, sometimes simplicity is what draws you back. The 5D Classic is like that favorite vinyl record that never gets old. It has character. On the tech side of things, the 5D Classic has a 9-point autofocus system, which sounds basic now, but back then, it was more than enough for most situations. It has an ISO range of 100 to 1600, and while that might seem laughable compared to the cameras we have now, with ISOs going into the hundreds of thousands, the low light performance is surprisingly good if you know how to work it. The image quality? Still beautiful. That full-frame sensor captures incredible detail and delivers creamy, shallow depth of field that's perfect for portraits. And the color science. Oh man, Canon has always been known for its stunning color rendering, and the 5D Classic is no exception. So, is the Canon EOS 5D Classic still worth it in 2024? Absolutely. It's not going to replace your modern gear, but it doesn't have to. This camera isn't about keeping up with the latest tech. It's about slowing down and focusing on the craft of photography. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the history of iconic cameras. Leave a comment below if you've ever used the Canon 5D Classic or if you're thinking about picking one up. Until next time, happy shooting.